There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Set. 180. Check. Ready.
On first down, it's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Caught here by Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 50, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Kentrell Brice in on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Here we go. 180. 6.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Packers.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Garoppolo. He's going to sling this, and this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running right, Jones. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo, flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they finally finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Watch the end. Six.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes Pettis on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, alert! Hey, let's go. Say
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
21. Wait. Check. Hey, box drop.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run it with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
Touchdown, Packers! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Pettis once again the target, but now it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And it's complete. Hooper. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Garoppolo now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
21.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And some room to roam now. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's brought in by Dodson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Like 20.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to look. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Stafford. He gets it to Brown, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. 1 back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Stafford now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And now this pass brought in by Brown. 1st down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Big stop, big stop.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. To try again after the sack. Stafford goes underneath for Bell. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he hadn't made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run there by Jones. 77 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Crosby for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me turn to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play action. Garoppolo. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Again, it's Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following two negative plays. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brennan. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. this so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is.